Hello and welcome to Business Reporter's Internet of Things campaign. I'm Alistair Green and today I'm talking to Peter Zornio from Emerson. Good morning.
Hi Alistair, great to be here.
We hear the term Internet of Things a lot, but what exactly is it?
Well, Internet of Things literally refers to all of the new smart connected things that can be connected to the internet. So those things might be cars, they might be your home refrigerator, they might be a Fitbit watch that you wear, or in the case of industry, it typically refers to the equipment, the machines that are actually involved in the manufacturing process.
And what can it do for industry?
Well, with IoT, first of all, you are putting sensors on equipment, you're connecting it to the internet, but the real important thing is the applications and the analysis you do on that data to then optimize the performance of the equipment or optimize the energy consumption or perhaps provide greater insight into safety. So those are typical examples or some areas where we see a lot of benefits being derived by IoT.
And what happens if organizations don't start adopting IoT? What's their future going to look like?
Well, they'll find themselves falling behind. They'll find themselves falling behind their competitors that are adopting IoT and improving their productivity, lowering their costs, and improving their reliability.
And for those industries that are not keeping up, they're not adopting it, what's holding them back?
It can be very daunting to look at IoT and to know where to start. There's a lot of new technology. It can sound like another big IT program that's going to cost, lots of money to go deploy. We always counsel customers to pick very easily defined ROI projects, start smaller, get some experience with the technology, get some proven benefits, and then look at broader scale deployment.
Let's talk about Emerson now and where you fit into all of this. How do you help clients adopt the IoT technology more effectively?
So Emerson has for 40 years been digitizing the process part of their plants, the actual processes that are manufacturing their product. But now with IoT, we take essentially that same model of sensors and software and applications, and we've developed new sensor families for the reliability, the energy, the safety type applications, as well as new software for that. So we close the loop, if you will, on optimizing those areas the same way that we've provided automated control of their actual process facility. And we make it all from the top to bottom of sensors to the applications to even cloud-based deployments.
Perhaps you could give us some examples of your work actually in action and how you've helped particular industries or organizations.
Sure, I think an easy area to look at would be reliability. You can take some common process equipment like a pump or a valve or a heat exchanger that is found in a lot of industries. And typically, up until now, they really haven't had good information on the health of that physical equipment. Now we're able to put sensors on it. Many times we're able to put wireless sensors on it. We can convey that information to the company's personnel or our own personnel, run it through algorithms that figure out what the actual health is of that piece of equipment. And then we can predict if it's going to fail, maybe sooner than expected. If it has a problem, we can diagnose the problem, tell somebody how to fix it. And fundamentally what they get out of that is they either get to avoid downtime or they get the ability to have just overall lower maintenance costs because they now are only doing maintenance when they need to, and many times what they get is both.
Some people say that they're concerned with new technology, digital transformation, as you said, and automation, and they're worried about the effect that's going to have on jobs and the workforce. What would you say to that?
We're not at that stage where it's like a driverless car. We're not talking about replacing the people in the workforce. We're talking about augmenting them with technology. More like you were augmented by Google, when you're driving, than when you go to the full driverless car. So we don't actually see that occurring. What we see the challenges being is upskilling the workforce to being more comfortable with this digital technology. And we also see the need to continue to drive the change management required in an organization to ensure that everybody adopts these new digital ways and doesn't just fall back into the way they may have been used to doing it for 20 years.
We're aware of what IoT is now, but what about the future? Where do you see this all going? What are the trends that we should be looking out for?
For quite a while, we'll still be figuring out what are the best applications, really where is the highest ROI. Customers will want to watch their neighbors deploy this first many times before they pick it on. But I do think after we're through that phase, one of the things I'm personally very interested in is to watch if customers actually move to more of an outsource model in some areas, because IoT also enables that. Because the data is now internet enabled, it means that data can literally go to anyone anywhere in the world. It can go to any expert anywhere in the world, and that expert might be somebody outside their company. So there might be very specific functions that they choose to outsource and have another company analyze the data and tell them what to do, and we hope to be one of those companies that does that, actually.
And it sounds like it's exciting times for technology, and especially for the Internet of Things. Lots of exciting things around the corner, but only for those companies and organizations that actually adopt it and use it. It's been fascinating finding out more. Peter Zornio from Emerson, thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure. Thanks.